Seniors, 3 veggies you should eat raw, and 3 you should never touch raw. If you're over 60 and making an effort to eat healthier, you already know how important vegetables are. They help you stay strong, sharp, and independent, not just today, but for the long run. But here's something most people don't talk about. Not all raw vegetables are better, and not all cooked ones are safer. You see, vegetables are packed with incredible natural compounds like enzymes, antioxidants, and water-soluble vitamins, especially vitamin C and certain B vitamins. But many of these nutrients are heat-sensitive. That means when you cook some vegetables, even just lightly, you can lose up to 30 to 50% of those nutrients. The enzymes that help your digestion, gone. The vitamin C that supports your immune system, reduced dramatically. So for some veggies, eating them raw is the best way to get the full nutritional punch. You get more fiber, more enzymes, and more anti-aging antioxidants, just the way nature designed them. Some vegetables, even healthy ones, contain natural compounds that are hard to digest or even mildly toxic if eaten raw. We're talking about things like solanine raffinose or cyanogenic glycosides. Fancy names, but the symptoms they cause are very real: gas, bloating, indigestion, or worse. Cooking helps break down these compounds, making the veggies safer, easier to digest, and more gentle on your stomach, especially if your digestion isn't as strong as it used to be. So in today's video, we're going to clear things up once and for all. You'll learn 3 vegetables you should eat raw to get the most benefit, and 3 that you should never eat raw, especially if you have a sensitive gut. Food number 1, carrots. They're crisp, naturally sweet, and bursting with vibrant color. But beneath that crunch lies a powerhouse of nutrition that makes carrots one of the best raw veggies for seniors. At the heart of it is beta-carotene, the natural compound that gives carrots their deep orange color. But it's much more than just a pigment. Beta-carotene is a provitamin, meaning your body can convert it into vitamin A when it needs to, almost like a built-in nutritional reserve. First, it helps protect your eyesight, especially your night vision, and overall eye health. It also strengthens your immune system, helping your body fight off infections more effectively. Vitamin A even supports healthy skin and tissue repair, which helps your body heal from small cuts, irritation, or dryness more efficiently. And at the cellular level, it plays a key role in cell growth and renewal, which is vital for keeping organs and tissues functioning well. Your body only converts what it needs from beta-carotene, so there's less risk of overload, unlike high-dose vitamin A supplements, which can be harsh on the liver. That's why carrots are such a smart natural source, especially when eaten raw, where beta-carotene stays fully intact. But that's just the beginning. Carrots also deliver lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that specifically protect the retina and help filter harmful blue light, the kind that comes from screens and sunlight. Over time, blue light can cause oxidative stress in the eyes, potentially contributing to age-related conditions like macular degeneration or vision fatigue. But these antioxidants act like a natural pair of sunglasses inside your eyes. They absorb and block some of that blue light before it can do harm. Studies suggest that higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin are also linked to better cognitive function, including memory and processing speed, making them beneficial for both eye health and long-term brain health. Carrots are also rich in compounds called polyacetylenes, and while the name might sound technical, their benefits are anything but complicated. Polyacetylenes are natural plant chemicals found in the roots of carrots, especially in the outer layers. They act as part of the plant's own defense system, helping protect it from bacteria, fungi, and pests. Research has shown that these same compounds also have anti-inflammatory properties in the human body. Even more promising studies suggest that polyacetylenes may have anti-cancer potential, especially when it comes to protecting the colon and digestive tract. They appear to help by reducing abnormal cell growth and neutralizing harmful compounds in the gut, giving your body a natural line of defense against issues like polyps or inflammation-related conditions. And here's an important note. These compounds are most concentrated near the skin of the carrot, and some of them can be reduced by cooking. That means when you eat carrots raw, and preferably with the skin lightly scrubbed but intact, you're getting the full anti-inflammatory gut-supporting power they offer. And don't forget about the soluble fiber in carrots. Soluble fiber is the kind of fiber that dissolves in water and forms a gentle gel-like substance as it moves through your digestive system. Unlike rough, scratchy fibers that can irritate the gut, this type of fiber is soothing, smooth, and easy to digest, even for sensitive stomachs. First, it acts as fuel for your gut-friendly bacteria, also known as probiotics. When these good bugs in your intestines get the right kind of fiber, they thrive, which helps improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and even support immune health. Second, soluble fiber helps regulate blood sugar by slowing down how fast sugars from your meals are absorbed. That means fewer spikes and crashes, which is especially helpful for seniors managing blood sugar levels. And finally, it helps create a gentler, more consistent digestive rhythm, reducing constipation and supporting overall gut comfort without the bloating or discomfort that some other raw veggies might cause. Here's why eating them raw matters. Carrots also contain a small amount of vitamin C, a water-soluble vitamin that supports your immune system and collagen production. But here's the catch. Vitamin C, along with natural enzymes in carrots, is extremely sensitive to heat. Cooking, especially boiling or frying, can reduce these delicate compounds by 30 to 50%. So while the fiber and some antioxidants remain, much of their natural power is lost through heat. By eating carrots raw, you keep more of their key nutrients, especially beta-carotene. Food number 2, cucumbers. If there's one vegetable that truly feels like a drink of water, this is it. Cucumbers are made up of about 95% water, which makes them incredibly hydrating. And hydration is more than just quenching thirst. It helps regulate your digestion, body temperature, and joint lubrication. But cucumbers do more than cool you down. They're rich in anti-inflammatory compounds like cucurbitacins and flavonoids, two groups of plant chemicals that may sound complex but offer surprisingly gentle support for your body. Let's start with cucurbitacins. These are bitter compounds naturally found in cucumbers and other squash family vegetables. In small amounts, they've been shown to have anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects, helping the body calm down minor irritation, especially in the digestive tract. Some studies even suggest that cucurbitacins may inhibit certain pathways that trigger chronic inflammation, which is linked to conditions like arthritis or colitis. Then there are flavonoids, colorful antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables. In cucumbers, they help protect your cells from oxidative stress, reduce inflammation at the tissue level, and may even support immune balance by calming overactive immune responses. Together, these compounds create a gentle shield inside your digestive system, easing discomfort like gas cramping or bloating, especially after heavier meals. Cucumbers also contain potassium, a key mineral that plays an important role in keeping your blood pressure balanced. As we get older, it's common for blood vessels to become less flexible. Potassium helps by counteracting the effects of sodium. It encourages your kidneys to flush out excess salt, which in turn helps relax blood vessel walls and keep your blood pressure in a healthy range. That's especially important for seniors managing hypertension, heart health, or water retention. Even a small amount of potassium-rich vegetables like cucumbers can make a meaningful difference when added to your daily routine. And then there's silica, a trace mineral that doesn't get much attention but quietly supports your skin, nails, joints, and connective tissue. Silica plays a role in collagen production, which helps keep your skin firm, your hair strong, and your joints cushioned. As we age and collagen levels naturally decline, small sources of silica, like cucumbers, can offer gentle long-term support for healthy aging from the inside out. These delicate compounds are heat-sensitive. When cucumbers are cooked, especially at high heat, they lose much of their crisp texture and some of their antioxidant power. That's why eating them raw preserves their natural benefits in both flavor and function. They're also extremely low in calories, gentle on the stomach, and incredibly versatile. Slice them into salads, blend them into smoothies, dip them in yogurt, or enjoy them on their own with a pinch of sea salt. Health tip: keep the peel on if your stomach allows. That's where you'll find the most fiber, antioxidants, and skin-loving nutrients. Food number 3. Lettuce. Lettuce might seem like a simple everyday veggie, but when it comes to raw eating, not all leafy greens are created equal. Some varieties, like kale or collard greens, are tough and fibrous, which can be difficult to digest if your stomach is sensitive. But softer types like butter lettuce romaine or baby spinach are gentle, light, and easy to chew, making them ideal for seniors. These greens are low in calories, but they offer a surprising list of benefits. First, they're rich in water, helping you stay hydrated while keeping meals refreshing and light. They also contain small amounts of folate, a type of B vitamin that plays a quiet but essential role in keeping your brain and body energized. Folate helps your body build and repair DNA, and it's deeply involved in producing neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that help your brain process information, manage mood, and stay sharp. That's why even a little folate from fresh greens like lettuce can be a helpful part of supporting long-term brain function, especially as we age. Lettuce also offers a modest dose of vitamin K, a fat-soluble vitamin that does 2 very important things. First, it helps your blood clot properly. That means when you get a small cut or bruise, your body knows how to stop the bleeding. Second, vitamin K works with other nutrients like calcium and vitamin D to support strong, healthy bones, something that becomes more critical as bones naturally lose density with age. Lettuce also contains chlorophyll, the natural green pigment that helps plants absorb sunlight, but it does more than give lettuce its fresh color. In your body, chlorophyll acts as a gentle detoxifier. It may help your liver filter out toxins more efficiently and support the body's natural process of cell repair. Some studies also suggest that chlorophyll can bind to harmful compounds in the gut, helping move them out of your system before they cause damage. In addition to chlorophyll, lettuce provides mild antioxidants, plant compounds that help neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that build up from things like stress pollution and aging, and over time, they contribute to oxidative stress, which has been linked to inflammation, fatigue, and chronic diseases. Even though lettuce isn't as antioxidant-rich as darker leafy greens, its gentler compounds can still provide subtle, steady protection, especially when eaten regularly. But here's the key. These nutrients, including chlorophyll and water-soluble antioxidants, are highly sensitive to heat. When you cook lettuce, you lose much of their natural benefit. While carrots, cucumbers, and soft lettuces can support digestion and deliver nutrients in their freshest form, there's another side to the story. Some veggies, when eaten raw, can actually stress your stomach, trigger bloating, or disrupt digestion, especially if you're over 60 and your gut isn't as strong as it used to be. So, let's shift gears and talk about 3 vegetables you should never eat raw and why a little cooking can make a big difference. Food number 1. Raw cabbage. Cabbage is often celebrated as a superfood, and for good reason. It's rich in vitamin C fiber and antioxidants and adds a fresh, satisfying crunch to salads and slaws. But when it's eaten, raw cabbage can actually work against your digestion, especially if you're over 60. The reason lies in a type of complex sugar called raffinose. This sugar isn't easily broken down in your small intestine because the human body doesn't naturally produce enough of an enzyme called alpha-galactosidase, which is needed to digest raffinose fully. That undigested sugar makes its way to the large intestine where it gets fermented by gut bacteria. And as they break it down, they produce gas sometimes in large amounts, leading to bloating, cramping, and that heavy, uncomfortable feeling many people get after a raw cabbage dish. For older adults, the problem can be even worse. As we age, our digestive systems slow down. We produce less stomach acid, and our enzyme activity drops, which means even basic digestion takes more effort. Tough fibers like those in raw cabbage can sit in the gut longer and trigger more gas inflammation and discomfort. But you don't have to give up cabbage, just cook it smart. Steaming or sautéing cabbage for just a few minutes helps soften the fibers and partially breaks down raffinose, making it far easier to digest even for sensitive stomachs. And when you cook it lightly, you can still retain many of its antioxidant benefits, including vitamin K and anti-inflammatory compounds that support heart and bone health. Food number 2, bamboo shoots fresh. Fresh bamboo shoots might look healthy, crisp, and even a bit exotic. And when cooked the right way, they absolutely can be part of a nutritious high-fiber meal. But here's something most people don't realize. Raw bamboo shoots naturally contain a group of plant chemicals called cyanogenic glycosides. These compounds are harmless while still in the plant, but once you eat them, they can interact with enzymes in your digestive system and turn into hydrogen cyanide. Yes, that's cyanide. It's the same toxic compound that can interfere with how your cells use oxygen, which your brain, heart, and muscles rely on every second. Now, for healthy adults, in small amounts, your body can usually detoxify low levels of cyanide through the liver. But for older adults, it's a different story. As we age, our metabolism slows down and our detox systems, especially the liver, may not work as efficiently. This means even small amounts of cyanide can build up over time, especially if bamboo shoots are eaten raw or undercooked. The signs of mild cyanide exposure aren't always dramatic. They can include lightheadedness, headaches, nausea, or general fatigue symptoms. Many people might brush off as just normal aging or a mild stomach bug. But in reality, it could be your body quietly reacting to something it doesn't have the tools to handle. Fortunately, there's a simple solution. Boiling bamboo shoots for at least 20 minutes breaks down these dangerous compounds and makes them completely safe to eat. This step is absolutely essential, no shortcuts. Once cooked, bamboo shoots become soft, slightly sweet, and safe to add to stir-fries, soups, or stews. They're low in calories, rich in fiber, and can even support healthy digestion when prepared correctly. That's why raw bamboo should always be avoided, no matter how fresh or appealing it looks. Food number 3, raw potatoes. This one surprises a lot of people, but raw potatoes are definitely not meant to be eaten raw. At first glance, raw potatoes might seem harmless, firm, starchy, and no different from the cooked version we all know and love. But hidden inside is a natural chemical called solanine, a compound the potato produces as a form of self-protection. In nature, solanine helps defend the plant from insects, fungi, and pests. But when we eat it in raw form, it doesn't play so nicely with the human body. In small amounts, solanine can cause mild irritation to the digestive tract, leading to symptoms like nausea, bloating, stomach cramps, or even acid reflux. But when eaten in larger amounts, solanine becomes toxic, and that's where things get more serious. This risk increases significantly if the potato is green under the skin or has sprouted eyes, both signs that solanine levels have built up. In these cases, solanine can affect your nervous system, causing symptoms like dizziness, headaches, confusion, vomiting, or more subtle signs like a burning or tingling sensation in the lips, tongue, or throat. But that's not the only concern. Raw potatoes are also high in something called resistant starch. And just like the name suggests, this type of starch is argular starches, which your body can break down into energy in the small intestine. Resistant starch passes through undigested and ends up in the colon. There, it's fermented by gut bacteria, and while a little fermentation is normal, too much of it can lead to excess gas bloating and that heavy, uncomfortable feeling after meals. This is especially true for older adults. As we age, we naturally produce less stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes, making it harder to break down complex carbohydrates like resistant starch. So when you eat a raw potato, your digestive system has to work overtime and often struggles to keep up. The result? Discomfort, sluggish digestion, and minimal nutrient absorption. And here's the twist. Even though raw potatoes are technically natural, eating them raw prevents your body from unlocking their true benefits like potassium for heart health, vitamin C for immunity, and B6 for brain and nerve support. Cooking potatoes, whether by boiling, baking, or steaming, breaks down solanine, softens resistant starch, and releases key nutrients like potassium for heart health, vitamin C for immunity, and vitamin B6 for brain function. In short, if you're over 60 and looking to support your digestion, energy, and overall health, choosing the right raw vegetables can make a big difference. Stick with gentle, nutrient-rich options like carrots, cucumbers, and soft lettuces. They're hydrating, easy on the stomach, and full of natural compounds that support your eyes, skin, gut, and immune system. But try to avoid raw cabbage, bamboo shoots, and potatoes, especially if your digestion is more sensitive these days. These foods may look innocent, but they can quietly cause bloating, discomfort, or even introduce toxins if not prepared properly. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself today.